Welcome back to SL Chennai Speaks Out. Do we need Godmen? That's our topic today. Mr. Vishwanath Swami, do you believe the people need to be blamed for being gullible? The way we go and chase, is there an element of blind faith here?
Certainly, there is a blind faith. See,
what makes a Godman tick? A Godman is successful because of a certain number of followers, because of crores of rupees that come as donations.
basically, they understand, Godmen understand very well psychology of these gullible people. That is the crux of the whole problem. And then with that, they start exploiting. I can talk of, I have done extensive research on Kalki Bhagwan.
Okay.
I can talk of the specific case. For example, that this man, Vijay Kumar Naidu, 25 years back, he was an LIC clerk. And then he was my colleague, we were working in a school. So that 5 years, I studied this man's mind, He used to do some kind of a black magic practice, that is, identifying weak mind, strong mind, and the moment weak mind comes psychologically trying to capture that mind, that is called the Vashikarana and all these things. So then, but then he succeeded that time. This is left LIC and left or closed down a school and all that. So he just planned out, employed a large number of girls and boys and dasas and sent out in the field to spread out miracle stories, totally non-existent miracle story. Bhagwan cures cancer patient, Bhagwan cured, all sorts of things, and overnight people, even lower middle class people became rich after coming to him. All these things, people believe that one because they know nobody wants to work hard and all that.
Right, Aditya, interesting point there. Are they playing in the weaknesses?
Yes, absolutely.
People?
It's a very valid point. In fact, I don't wish to take any particular names in general, but there is this very well documented case about this one particular person who was supposed to attain sainthood. And for that particular issue, they wanted a certain number of miracles to be documented. One of the miracles that was documented was about this woman who had stomach cancer. She slept with a small locket of this particular person on her stomach, and the cancer went away. So now this is something which is amazing, because if that were true, then we can go and give this lockets to all the people who have stomach cancer, and then it should go away. No, but I would like to continue. So, but when they actually went and did a research on this, they found out that this woman actually had never had cancer. She had ovarian cyst, and she was given medicines for this. Now the mistake and the problem behind this entire thing is, if people were to believe in these kind of miracle stories, you will have a lot of deaths, and those people who die will think they were actually sinners. That is the dangerous part. So that is why we should not allow any miracle stories to come out.
Cutting across religions, Mr. Srinivasan, there are a lot of people who claim to do faith healing. They go to the beach and they have this huge mammoth crowd there.
Even Saru Nivedita went with some ailment to Nityananda.
Is that correct? Yeah. And what happened? Were you cured of your ailment?
Not for myself.
Okay.
My wife had...
whatever the ailment was she cured?
Yes.
She was cured?
By mere touch. I told you, he never touches. He uses a stick.
Even that I differ with him, because I had attended Nityananda's 3-day camp in Chennai. There, he used to touch all people, male or female. So that is not the problem there.
Okay, but she was cured by mere touch.
Okay.
So
do you believe that, the fact that they have these healing sessions on the beach and at public places, why can't these Godmen actually go to all the hospitals and cure people? Why do they have to wait to do it publicly? Why can't they do it privately?
That I don't know.
Mr. Srinivasan, why can't they do it privately?
See, the whole problem is, this whole certain time they do some sort of Indrajal. They call it as an Indrajal or miracles, but to attract the people. But real Godman, I don't call it as a Godman. The real Godman will never say that he is a God. He is only a person who helps you to learn something. He is a guru or acharya. As I said, he is a guru or acharya. Only the duplicate people will always show some sort of this type of a curing and other things. But what happened with the spread
opinion, what is the percentage of these, as you say, duplicate or fake Godmen?
No, we always in the media, because I am also in the part of the media. See what happens, we always highlight only those negative things.
No, it's our duty, sir. It's our duty to do that.
No, it is a duty. But whereas at the same time, there are quite a lot of good things are happening around the world. Around even in our own country, around us, around the same street.
Fair enough. Let me bounce that to Aditya. Aditya, on the one hand, yes, we criticize Godmen. There are fake Godmen, and there are, as I said at the outset itself, there are also genuine spiritual gurus.
Nityananda is a very transformational spiritual speaker. When you hear his speeches, it raises your mental strength. People who are able to recover their mental strength, they are able to fight the ailment or some other things.
He's 100% correct, because what you're observing is nothing but a placebo effect. Even in controlled trials where you're trying out a new medicine, if you have 10 people who are really ill and you give 5 of them sugar tablets, saying it is a medicine, there are these people who get cured. There is something which your mind can do, but that has nothing to do with any spiritual or supernatural.
Pass the mic to the lady in front. Yes, ma'am.
This is related with the disease, no. As a biotechnologist, I would like to say something regarding this disease. What actually happens is, if a person is having cancer, our cancerous cell will listen to the mind of that person. If you have positive signals towards that, that particular disease.
Our spiritual gurus mere motivational speakers like Shiv Kera?
They are people, they have to go beyond the God. They should have spiritual, that is a positive signal towards God, and not like Godmen. Actually, Godmen never cure any diseases.
You're saying they should believe and go, because they say even if you go to a doctor.
They should believe only God and not Godmen.
They say if a doctor gives you medicine and if you don't believe that you'll get cured, you won't get cured.
Yeah,
is that the same principle?
Very sure, because our cells.
Yeah.
It's just that people just are weak, and when they put their faith into one thing, they say that yes, it's going to get cured. What my question is regarding the donations and you parting with money. Nityananda says, I don't have any money, it's just the donations. Okay, unless you accept, you won't be having the donations. And what exactly has these donations done? Youngsters like me, have they got jobs? Have some slums been cleared? Or has any children got education? What has exactly has been done with these money?
Lot of social activities. That I differ with the.
Okay.
He is doing lot of social activities. He has
with the amount
lot
of property he's got, he's got 500 crores. So what has that money got to do with?
That is a system. He can't give all his money to.
He has to. If he's doing a public service, then he has to.
There's one point which both of them are probably missing out, because you are also correct and so is she. The whole issue here is, to do social service, you do not need a tag of spirituality. There are a lot of NGOs who have no attachment to any religion or any spirit.
Spirituality, people are attracted. See, if somebody cures one person, thousands pour in.
There are people who are attracted. There are people who are attracted.
Mental strength.
He's from ISKCON. Means I have been in ISKCON for many times, and we have found that many rich people are over there. Means they have got everything, but they came there for peace, because.
Or is it? I mean, rich people coming to ISKCON, is it mainly for what he says peace, or a lot of people also look upon this as a way to evade tax for ATG exemptions?
No, it's
they like make donations for that also, right? You give out receipts.
Yeah, donations is totally voluntary. We need money to run the institution, to feed people, to run the show. We need money. We cannot get money from the trees. So the charity has to be made.
I thought Godmen can make things appear from trees.
No, just I'd like to point out the Godmen, the concept of Godmen that we have is a person who heals, who cures, who does supernatural things, who does miracles. That is not the definition of Godmen in the Shastra.
Now here would be a question: who decides if he is the right guru?
No,
how do we know if this fellow has the right knowledge?
The followers probably it's a case of trial and error.
That is the secondary
So it should be a case of trial and error.
He
says, how do you decide who's the right
guru? What I'm saying is the guru means, according to the Bhagavad Gita, is only required for people who want to know about, spiritually speaking, Atma and Paramatma.
Balachandra as his guru.
Probably Adi.
Or Raghavendra.
Anybody who wants to understand God requires a guru.
Rajani had Balachandra as his
nobody
guru.
requires a guru.
He didn't have
a healing can go to,
so he could go to that level.
You have a direct
but he's still very
connection.
young. I mean, give him time.
The person who chooses guru.
No, you have a direct connection there about what he's studying. When you talk about spirituality, who grades? Now we know Balachandar is somebody who has already achieved, is a big director, and he's taken him as a guru. It makes sense over there. When I say, if I want a spiritual guru, and I go to somebody, how do I know that person is the right fellow to impart it?
See, if you are a good Shishya, you will be able to find the right guru.
This is
problem is with the Shishya.
Clearly,
the scriptures also point out, they give some certain parameters by which you can judge if you want to, if you're really sincere, if you're really
it depends upon you, sir. Either to take, only in Hinduism, an ordinary man can turn into a godman. So,
any religion for that matter, not just Hindus, any religion.
Majority.
Godman seems to give the concept that he is God. Actually, the true gurus are not God. The true gurus are not God. They don't claim they are God. They only claim they are servants of God. That is the actual definition of a guru.
How many of the young people here, I mean the citizens of tomorrow, how many of the young people, show of hands, believe that Godmen can be role models?
Godmen like Adi Shankara, like you can, when you look at the people like that, you will know like they are not, they want us to attain God.
Adi, but one cannot discount the fact that there are several spiritual gurus who do a lot of social service. Sai Baba, for instance, he not merely makes holy ash out of nothing, or gold chains, or Mata Amritananda Mai not merely hugs people, but also, I mean, there's a drinking water scheme, there are hospitals, there are transplants, there are free heart surgeries performed. So there are godmen who render human social service.
That's the least you can do, considering that you are getting so much of public money. That's the least you can do. The point here is not that they're doing social service. You better well do social service, because all that money given to an NGO will anyway go to that. There are people who are doing it without the tag of religion or of God. They are helping a Muslim, Hindu or a Christian or whatever the religion. Now when it goes to a particular godman, there is a particular lot of people who believe in them or something. They will target a particular area which they might want to make them disciples of. This is all hogwash, because as far as I'm concerned, you want to do good, you can do it without the tag of any religion or without any guru. You don't need God for that.
Talking of gullible people, I want to ask you, Mr. Srinivasan, why do they have to send young women to ashrams for pujas or for weeks on end? The same parents will think 100 times before sending their children to do combined study with their classmates, but nobody questions. They just send them.
See, I asked one of the young boy who has been in one of the modern new generation. He was sweeping the floor and he was cleaning the toilets. I asked him, why you are here? He said, I am getting a mental peace. I said, the same thing, you can get a mental peace even when you are in a house. You do your service to your parents, your grandparents are there. Your grandparents you are putting in some other ashram and you are doing it somebody else. So what happens here, the gullible is only from the youngsters of less than 30. They want a quick solution for something, whatever it is, even whether it is a money or spiritual, they want a quick solution. These people, they are able to make them believe that they can give a quick solution.
Do all you youngsters need quick fix solutions? Do you all need immediate? Do you all look show of hands? How many of you? But then there's a disconnect here. What you are saying, they don't want instant solutions. You want instant solutions?
That is why the people are going there.
They say they don't want instant solutions.
No, we don't want that kind of instant solutions that make you lose your faith entirely in the end, you know. You go behind somebody whom you think is a leader and you believe everything that he says, closing your eyes. I'm not even going to question what you're doing. And no, in the end, what happens is you lose your faith. And I might not align to anything.
Let me ask you a frank question. Before you join a college, you look at the prospectus, right?
Yeah.
You make inquiries.
Yeah.
Before you follow a particular guru, do you make inquiries? Or you just blindly follow?
They probably do.
Oh, are you is there a question of indoctrination there?
No, it's a problem, because the prospectus of a guru says he did this miracle, he did this social service, and then you fall for that.
On that note, time for another short break on SL Chennai Speaks Out. Coming up in the next segment, the unholy nexus between godmen and politicians.